difficulties. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the WeLikeDota League Tournament. Tonight we have a special game for you. It's going to be a caster versus admin match. This is a special reward for all of the casters and admin who have been in the WeLikeDota League Tournament. We have the admin on the Radiant side and the casters on the Dire side. We'll be introducing them in just a moment. We may have to reset and restart this game in just a second, but we're checking. We have some connectivity issues. Apologies for the confusion here. Looks like we're going to roll with it. Sportsmanship.
10 seconds to go.
In spades here, for certain.
5 seconds.
So I can't say what the meta is going
Radiant's
to be.
ban.
Given that we have a set of players who haven't played on a team during the tournament itself, but rather a set of players who in their own right have been spectators, cheering from the sidelines as all of you have during the
5 seconds.
expanse of the tournament. I'm not sure if they're going to follow the tournament meta for what it's worth. Many of them actually have been players on various teams, but some of them have not, of course. And we'll see if they follow the general current Dota meta or if they follow the League meta.
Ban.
I think the Undying's a fair current version meta pick, or rather ban, as it were. I'm also not certain if they're
10 seconds
aware of each other's playstyles, if they've been scouting each other or not. I mean, this match has been on the schedule for a little while, and there may be a couple of respect bans here and there. For example, I haven't seen Alchemist himself be too strong in this current patch yet. Of course, I may have just missed it, but it's an interesting first ban. And Shadow Fiend as well, so those could be respect bans. Maybe it's just it's a current meta thing. Couldn't tell you. But it should be a fun game, and that's the goal of this one in its entirety. Is just one to kind of reward the staff who have been putting so much time and effort into the WeLikeDota League tournaments.
Radiant's pick.
For any of you currently watching who aren't familiar with the WeLikeDota crew, it is in conjunction with the WeLikeDota podcast, available on iTunes, searchable all one word WeLikeDota. And if you want more information on the league itself, all of that is posted at WeLikeDota.reddit.com. A replay of this will also be available on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/bunnydata. Oh, I'm Bunny, by the way. Thanks for joining
10
me.
seconds to go. 5 seconds.
I'm the tournament coordinator for the WeLikeDota tournament, but
Reserve time.
I tell you, I wouldn't be here without the help of all of these special folks, casters and admin alike, and a huge thanks goes out to them.
Dire's pick.
We've got Tusk and Lena. I wonder if we're going to do some Tusk Techies shenanigans. We might still be going off the TI5 meta here, as far as this looks right now.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Despite the changes in the last patch, I think the Tusk Techies is still a mean combo. Doesn't quite have the map teeth that it used to, but it's still pretty mean. And we'll see if they're looking to do that here. Dire might be thinking, like, do we take a Techies? No, they're going to go Omni Knight, sure.
Radiant's pick. Witch Doctor.
And there's a Witch.
Radiant's ban.
So the support comes out for second picks.
Dire's ban.
Bunch of healers. Omni Knight, of course, enjoying
Radiant's ban.
quite a bit of success in terms of win percentage on Dota buff.
Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Interesting third bans on both sides. Doom
Dire's
and
ban.
the Winter Wyvern, of course. Both with a strong disable.
Ten seconds to go.
Looks like Radiant's fishing
5
for
seconds.
the carry options. Which both sides really need, of course.
Reserve time. Dire's pick. Phantom Lancer. Radiant's
Captaining, by the
pick.
way, for the Dire side is Sika Mechanico. And captaining for the Radiant side is Tugs McBoat.
Dire's pick.
So we've got Luna and Phantom Lancer, both strong carry options. I do like both of them. I think they both have a lot of strength when it comes to carry. Personally, I like playing Luna a little bit better, but
5
Phantom
seconds.
Lancer has that weird
Wind Ranger
ability
at your
to just
service.
close distances on people that
Radiant's pick.
lets him really get in quickly and unexpectedly if you're not really well aware of the way that his kit works.
Templar Assassin.
Dire's ban.
We've got a TA, that's probably going to be their mid on the Radiant side. Dire has a lot of mid options here. Makes me wonder what they're going to take against the
10
TA.
seconds to go.
5
5 seconds.
Hard to say, I'd kind of like the Wind Ranger against her right here.
Radiant's ban.
But we'll see how the laning plays out. Brood Mother ban from Dire. Brood Mother also enjoying quite a bit of success lately.
10 seconds to go.
I think that we've been seeing her
Dire's pick.
in some pro play lately as well, which has been kind of interesting.
Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
So maybe Techie's
Reserve
Tusk isn't a thing
time.
anymore.
Clockwork.
That could very well be. Clockwork, there's an offlaner.
Radiant's pick.
And Venge. So this should be an interesting matchup. I don't think I've seen these lineups before. Not in their entirety, of course. Well, I'm sure we'll be getting underway shortly. Probably just a little bit of coordination talk before they pick up the last hero on the Radiant side. Alrighty. Here we go, guys. If anyone can hear me, now's the time to speak up so that I can turn off open mic if it's distracting to the players. If not, then I guess we're good to go. Well, while we're under a game pause, I see we were waiting for a reconnect. Connection issues abound. But on the Dire side, we have Mini D on the Clockwork. We have Kramer on the Phantom Lancer. Mr. Meeseeks is going to play the Lina. Sigma Mechanico is on the Omni Knight. And Fafnir will be on the Wind Ranger. On the Radiant side of the admin, we have Epic Veil on Vengeful Spirit. We have Wesley J here on the...
Alright, carry
if
on.
I can select characters. Apologies. Witch Doctor. Oh, we've got teleports. Elihu on the Tusk. And who was his teleporting partner? Sabone on the Luna. Wow. Oh my goodness. Is this going to be a level 1 Roche? Gonna have to watch this real quick. Look at this. So many balls. Oh, and the pauses. What is this? Have they sussed it out? Are they gonna go challenge Roche? Is this a tactical pause? What is happening? Okay. Well, while we're under pause, I'm gonna go check my open mic settings. One moment, please. Alright, there we go. Audio issues, not a tactical pause. Excuses. But a level 1 Roche, oh my goodness. I blame Sabone for this. Just for the record. Sabone is, of course, one of the core members of the WeLikeDota podcast crew here. Oh my goodness. Are they peek? Oh no, look at all the pings! Oh, Sigma Mechanical spots them. Gonna be a whole team fight, 5 on 5.
30 seconds to showtime.
There comes a Purify. Haha, Alina stun.
That's a first blood.
First blood, TA falls. Clockwork, not able to cut down or block anybody just
First
yet.
time for everything.
Venge on the run, gets purified to death. Oh, a good Lina stun. And that's gonna spell a bad time for that Tusk.
2 down.
Trapped in with 4. Wind Ranger
That's
doesn't,
the spirit.
it's low but doesn't fall.
Every coin helps.
So much tactical sneakiness. Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. Level 1 Roches, it's a big gamble, it's a gambit. It's when it pays off huge, but if the opponent suss it out, then it's really a problem.
We coin?
Balls of stream snipes, yes indeed. Okay, so back to normal laning. Despite the setback, we've got the TA versus the Wind Ranger mid. We've got a tri-lane on the Radiant side. Against the solo Clockwork. They're gonna have to make something happen against the clock though. Otherwise, they're gonna split XP for no effective reason. Omni Knight on the good warding job here. And in the Dire offlane, PL against the Tusk. So Tusk is gonna go solo offlane. Omni Knight's moving up to help. Tusk can offlane, of course, but I think he's going to have a tough time against the combination. And it looks like Lina's going to go top as well, so that tri-lane's actually very dangerous for the Tusk. I think more dangerous than the Clockwork is going to have as time in his particular off-lane.
Denied. And it's off.
You can see the Flock is able to play pretty aggressively into this lane. He knows he has some very good zoning ability and a good way to escape. Whereas this Tusk has to play back, kind of near the tower, or at least near the river. And here comes the PL's kind of rapid advance. That march of the PL is kind of crazy. But that makes it a very dangerous game for the Tusk, or anybody really. Just because when you're guessing the ranges at which you're safe, when you're guessing when you're out of position or not, the PL's distance makes it very difficult. Let me switch to last hits and just see where we're at. Tia and Wind Ranger are relatively evenly matched. I think in this particular lane, it comes down somewhat to skill, but I think the TA has the advantage. Both have nice hats, though. What can I say? No Sylvan Cascade for the Wind Ranger, but even so, that's still a nice set. Lots of flowers. You gotta be impressed with flowers. Bottle on the TA. Wind Ranger probably had some shared tangles there. Shifting items around. There comes the courier. Now there's her bottle.
Structures.
We've kind of got tri-lane v tri-lane here.
Gift from the goddess.
And when it comes down to the tri-lanes, that really means it's up to the carries. So right now, as it stands, we're going to have a Luna who really needs to farm. And that PL needs to farm. And you have to wonder which one's going to get stronger faster. Wind Ranger able to pick up a haste rune and run away.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
Running is what she does. Very good.
Somebody's on a roll.
I'll take that.
For the temple.
We've got Tusk abandoning the off lane, looking to move in and see if they can get a gank somewhere. EA is going to stack some ancients. Which is a good move for her, considering that the TA can take the stacks later.
2 down.
The off lane for the Dire side also has moved away. Oh, by dying, apparently. Apologies.
Radiant's top tower's in bad
I
shape.
missed that kill. But the nice thing is, that does give the Luna the ability to free farm in this lane,
Radiant's top tower's
while
hurting.
the rest of her lane supports go and make their presence felt elsewhere. Hopefully that'll pay off for them, because it does give them some space to breathe. Interesting ward here. Clever. Lina playing a deep ward against the Radiant Ancients. That one's going to be hard to find as well. Good stun. There's the bounty rune.
Money to burn.
Clock's back against the Venge at the moment in the Radiant safe lane. And now we have two dire heroes mid against the TA. Wind Ranger and the Lina. Could be a strong combo. Double damage on the Wind Ranger's bottle there. Misses the shackle shot. But still looking for some advantage against the TA.
Denied.
That refraction is so difficult to get through. Just need the sheer number of attacks. Eventually, once she has focus fire, then it won't matter, but at this stage of the game, not really able to put that harass down that she needs to. Let's see how the top lane's going. We've got Tuskar versus the PL, of course. PL looking to farm, as all PLs do. Good that he's toggling off the Ring of Aquila, rather, to keep the lane from pushing the course. PL is leading the last hit chart by a good margin, which means that we do need Luna to get back into the game. There's a good ice shard to zone out the Omni Knight so that Tusk can walk away. Third clock going for a hook.
Radiant's mid tower could
Couldn't
use a
connect.
hand.
He's going to wander mid and see if they can make a play here. Witch Doctor out of position. That could be very dangerous. Dangerous warding going on. Here comes the battery assault. Wind Ranger's trying to help. Here comes the heal. Shackle shot doesn't connect to a tree, but enough with power shot to cap the Witch Doctor. Luna's rotating to try to assist. Here comes her ultimate. That's going to be a dead clopper.
Pitiful.
Well played.
Stop is missing.
Good shackle shot to the creep. Latching onto the TA. That's one of the trickiest things about the Wind Ranger is the fact that she can put her shackle shots onto a creep and then have it line up at impossible angles to the hero behind it. You can tell Fafnir's no stranger to the Wind Ranger. But Tugs is also no stranger to the TA. You can tell by the way that that a TA moves, whether or not they have a good amount of experience, because when they're able to
Dire's
shift
mid tower's
angles
having
such that
technical difficulties.
that side blade just moves through, double creeps, gets multiple last hits, or does harass on enemy heroes as you're last hitting. That's an experienced TA for sure.
The hidden one's green.
But that's the game you play as TA, that's the make or break thing. Witch Doctor on the run, Omni Knight looking for a kill, but some ice shards to zone out. Elihu with the save. There's the Purify, but the heal will counter. Windrunner with an ED looking for a kill. There's a good shackle to a tree. And then the cogs just to make sure that kill is for sure on the carry. Luna to fall, Wind Ranger and Clockwork to secure the lane. And Wind Ranger heading back to mid.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Not that way.
So it looks like the casters currently have the advantage in this match.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
But you can come back, admin. You can
Radiant's
do it.
bottom tower's seen better days.
Tusk with a snowball going after the Lina. Lina counters by the erase light strike array. Here comes the punch, but I don't know if he's got enough life to do it. Here comes the TA to help though. It's a trap. Movement trap doesn't land. Oh, clockwork in from out of nowhere. Got TA on the meld. Here comes the stun. Great stun. And Wind Ranger's power shot to finish her off. Good coordination between the stuns and the rotations. That really made all the difference in terms of the Dire side getting the kill there.
The Dire best do something about that
I gotta say
bottom
that Light
tower.
Strike Array from Lina is a great counter to the meld from the TA. As long as you have a visual on where she's melded, that pretty much spells her doom.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up. Have fun trying to bust down Radiant structures now.
In the meantime, the PL and Luna are fairly even on net
Radiant's
worth.
mid tower's coming apart. Radiant's
Hopefully they
top
can make something
tower's
happen.
taking hits.
PL going Diffusal Blade. Pretty standard stuff. Let's see what Luna's building. Got the Helm of the Dominator, and she's going to ult there. Looking for the Clockwork, but the Clockwork's going to walk away. I wouldn't want to stand around while she's throwing down her ult either. They do have some vision here. Don't know if the Radiant want this or not. Clockwork's ready. He's gonna pick up a bounty rune. Got a bottle. Omni Knight does find the Luna. Here comes Luna as well. Good zone from the ice shards means that they will walk away. That was actually a great play. If it wasn't for the ice shards right there, I think they would have engaged and looked for a hook into a cogs. As it is, Lena's looking to go on the TA. Here comes the Clockwork.
Dire's
TA
mid
is looking
tower
for it
won't
too.
last much longer.
Here come the cogs. There's the Light Strike
How
Array.
about that?
But she is melded now. I think the timing
Dire's mid tower's having
was such that the
technical
Light Strike Array didn't
difficulties.
connect after the meld. So, oh my. Look at that big shot from the Lucent Beam. That means Clockwork's in trouble. He's on the run.
Radiant's
TA's gonna
top
hunt him down.
tower's hurting.
Walking around the trees, looking for an out. Battery assault on and running. But here's the Tusk too, nowhere to run.
Bad shape.
Cogs because he can,
Got one last
but
top
that's still going to be a
tower.
dead Clockwork. Good job, Radiant. Trying to turn it around here. Go, casters, go. Oh, another good shackle shot with creep first. Swap to the Wind Ranger. Got the negative armor on. And TA is going to go for the kill there.
Somebody's cooking.
Does get it. Got to duck back out from the tower shots. There's a rotation from Omni Knight, but he's probably going to cancel
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
since the Wind Ranger fell so quickly to the negative armor. That's one of the subtle but dangerous things about Avenge, is just how much negative armor she does with her Wave of Terror. Names, words. I don't play a lot of Avenge, so it's difficult to remember the names of her abilities. Oh, what a good hook! Hook into cogs, into battery assault, the typical fare for the Clockwork. Gonna spell the end of this Venge, and he's gotta get out before he gets caught.
Shut
Luna on the chase. Omni Knight to back him up though, there's the Purify. Witch Doctor's there too, but I don't think I can initiate just yet.
Thanks.
especially with the clarity on board. Wind Ranger will pick up the charge for Bottle, and she's gonna go top. Look at this warding. Dire's warding has just been on point around the ancient camp. And PL doing what he does best, marching right up against the
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Oh, and look at this stack. So many
Radiant's mid
creeps.
tower's getting banged up.
Hellbears, trolls, forcers, oh my. It's gonna take the two of them to weaken this stack here, but that'll mean a large infusion of cash, which is kind of nice.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer. Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
So some warding here as well, but clearly they don't know that
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
there is a dire
That's
ward up
four
there
in
in
a
the ancient
row.
camp as well.
A tithe.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
What
Radiant's
a
mid
great fight
tower's
they had.
coming apart.
Alright then.
Radiant's toughened up their structures. Radiant's top tower's taking hits. Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Do it with flair.
Okay, dear Gavin, I would like for this fight recap to go away.
Not the strongest enemy I've grappled with.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Oh, there we go.
Capture. Look at it go.
So Dire grouping to push and take a
Radiant's
tower
mid
mid.
tower could use a hand.
Here comes Wind Ranger with the focus fire. That's so great, actually, the way that she's able to push towers.
Radiant's mid tower ain't doing so good.
That's one of the things I love about Windrunner the most is he's got such great kit. Evasion, escape,
Blessings.
a huge stun.
Guess
I think
what's
it's like
happening
3.5
to
seconds for the
Dire's
shackle shot.
Sorceries avail.
Able to cut down multiple heroes, and then also a focus fire. This is a big engagement.
Could Dire best do something
There's a
about
snowball
it.
against the leading edge.
How about that?
Looks like they're able to get some
Two
revenge here.
down.
But
No sorceries avail.
Dire picking up 3 kills for none. And TA is gonna hide in the Roche pit. He's melded there,
No
which is
breaking down the
interesting.
radiant structures like
Good
this.
They sussed her out though. They've got pings down.
How about that?
Looking
Radiant's
for her,
mid
they're
tower's
scouting.
coming apart.
There's the light strike array.
Dire's top
Actually,
tower,
really well done to
you know the drill.
figure out what her position is. She's gonna blink to another high ground position. Very
Radiant's
smart,
mid
too.
tower's getting banged up.
And I guess she's looking for a kill here. This looks rather dangerous, but
That's
maybe she can
four
get
in a
one and
row.
get out. There's the dust though.
My blades
And the
and
shackle
my
shot
mind
doesn't
are
connect
as
to a
one.
tree, but it's still enough with the focus
That's
fire that she's
four
going
in
to
a
lose a
row.
lot of health and fall to them in the
Still
side
I'm
shot.
hurt.
Too many heroes, too many creeps, too little time to escape. Gonna
Purification.
spell the end of TA. But what can you do? Here's a
Dire's
bold
mid
choice.
tower's having technical difficulties. Dire's structure's looking fortified.
She is on Desolator at least, so at least she can hope to push.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape. 5 in a row.
Magic missile. Wave of terror. Here comes a response wave.
That's 4 in a row.
Good ult from the Witch Doctor, pushing off the Lina even after she
Radiant lost one of their
Laguna Blade
bottom
somebody.
towers.
But now Omni Knight, and you gotta run, that's just too much.
2 down.
Even without the clockwork, the purified damage was hard to get away from.
Homing in.
And another good engagement for the Radiant. We're at 26 kills to 9. Radiant's lead.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Caster showing their muscle, and now moving on to Roche.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Gotta say, good coordination from the casters here. Despite never having played a game together. they're playing this this coordinated pub game. Grabbing the Aegis. He yells on the Aegis here. And at some point, I have a feeling they're going to try to translate that Aegis into a tower, or possibly even high ground. Ooh, that haste. Good guess with the rocket, but does not connect with the TA.
Be fearless.
Boom, there it goes.
Nice having that repel on the clockwork. Given that he's your initiator, that's kind of frees him up from having to have a BKB, and still gives him that really big invulnerability as he initiates. So well played and good coordination. And I have a feeling that's basically what's spelling the difference in this match.
Mine, the top tower. Can't do nothing about dire structures right now.
Good shackle. Here comes Focus Fire to break the, there's the meld in desperation, but once again, just falling. And I think that's the danger of the Focus Fire from Wind Ranger. It's just able to cut down those refraction charges so fast. That huge attack speed will do that, of course. That's one of those things. In the early game, I think the mid-contest from the TA against the Wind Ranger leans in the TA's favor, but towards the later game, once the Wind Ranger hits level 6, I think that it does wander back in the Wind Ranger's province in terms of advantage. Here comes a clockwork with the hook into the cogs. Luna unable to do anything. Walrus punch in desperation, but not really going to do anything against the clockwork. Especially when he has the blade mail up. And with 2 heroes down, Dire's able to push up. Still have that Aegis. I heard Wind Run doing something, but I missed where it was. Oh, there she is. Okay. Man, Omni Knight and TL are having a perfect game, 5-0 apiece. 9-1 on the Windrunner. I can't be too unhappy with that. There comes another Focus Fire after a shackle, but there was a stun in response. Windrunner has to run.
How about that?
Clockwork with the save. Here comes the rest of the team. Good stun on the TA. I gotta say, that's just the Doom, you know? They've got
7 in a row. 2 down.
just run up to carry the dust so that the melds don't count, but they've got the kit to stop the meld, stop the refraction. Just a good counter pick in general. Good answers to the TA.
Boom, there it goes.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. Radiant structures must have been fortified.
Gonna have to see if Luna can make something happen, but it's gonna be pretty difficult against this.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Gonna take a mid tower here.
Radiant's mid tower's getting the what
Luna
for?
waiting in the wings. Luna playing up on the low ground. There comes the swap, looking to kill the Omni Knight, but that's a dangerous position to be in, because the rest of the team's gonna come in. Comes Dragon Slave.
9 in a row.
EL just hacking targets down, presses will fall as well. That's 4 down. Gonna take high ground here. PA's the only one left, but he can't fight against the team,
Radiant's mid tower's in trouble.
which means that they're gonna take a mid-rack as well.
Radiant's mid rag's taking some punishment. Radiant's mid rags is out of the picture.
Incoming!
Radiant's mid rags didn't make it.
EL's on Scotty now as well. Really dangerous, so difficult to get away from when he charges you with Scotty. It's all that slow. They're gonna take a second tower here at top as well. Tuscan Venge looking to defend.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Here comes the TA. Whole team desperately clinging to this last bit of health. Dire's gonna fight it though.
Somebody's on a roll. 2 down. 7 in a row.
There's the dust.
The first
That's gonna be 4 members down on the Radiant side as well. That means another set of racks.
The Radiant's top
Probably
rags.
GG.
The Radiant's top rags is gone
Yeah, that's
now.
pretty much it. Good calls, guys. Good game. And it's just one of those snowbally games where Dire was able to take it. Congrats to all the caster team. And for what it's worth, many of the admin are also casters, so congrats to all of you. And thanks to all of our audience members for joining us. Remember to check out the We Like Dota podcast, We Like Dota, available on iTunes. Or check out the check out the rest of the crew and the teams at WeLikeDota.reddit.com if you're interested in finding out more about the whole community. Bunch of really nice guys. And thank you for all of the staff. Definitely appreciate all of you being there for all of the games and all the player needs. Players owe you a huge debt of gratitude, and so I'm glad you got to play a game and got to have some fun. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Thanks, and I'll see you later. Good luck.